Morning, Ben. Wait a minute. This doesn't look familiar. This isn't our old line, and we're not even on that cargo ship. Psst! Hey! Ben! Wake up! Ben! Please! Wake up! Oh, what is it, Bill? I was screaming that we were back on the island of Sodor, racing along the tracks. Well, we're not, Ben. Look, we're not even on that cargo ship. Our manager's not about, which means we're not back on our old railway yet. Something tells me that's something that's going on. Yeah, you're right. That's because you two are at the smelter's yard. Welcome, you two silly steamies. Bust my buffers! Diesel 10! Yes, that's right, you silly steamies. It's me. Welcome to the smelter's yard. Bust my buffers! I wish I'd gone back to sleep and finished up my dream. What are you going to do to us, Diesel 10? We've heard of you. Oh, nothing much. We're just going to keep you here until all your other engine friends come here to visit you. Does that mean we're still on Sodor all this time? Yes, that's right. How? We put a hypnotizing wheel on the captain's deck to hypnotize you back here, and we got Professor Z and Mr. Jones, the Fat Controller's enemy, to tell him to take you back to Brendan Docks, and when you were unloaded, we took you back here to keep you safe. Well, at least we're back on our old railway again. Does that mean you're planning us a welcome back party or something when the other engines arrive? No, stupid. When the other engines arrive, we're going to scrap you all one at a time, like that steam engine over there which we're going to demonstrate to you. Guys, get ready to take him to the smelter's yard to be scrapped. No, you can't do this. The Fat Controller will not approve. Boy, I guess this is the first time that one of us has taken something very seriously. Ben, shut up. Oh, you know, when all the engines are about, we'll keep you safe here, and then we'll scrap you one by one, and then we'll take over the railway. Now stay in that shed until we tell you to come out. We'll bring the other engines in there too to keep you company. Boss, we're here. Alright, you two. I got a shot for you, Splotch. For the last time, it's Splatter. And Dodge. And I told you for the last time, I haven't got time to say both names. Now you two know that we come back to get rid of some steam engines on this railway. We'll kidnap them one by one, take them back here, and then we'll scrap them. Scrap? Did he say scrap? He would. Like her? Yes, scrap. You dumbos. There's one small problem there, boss. Yeah, the Fat Controller's organising the railway show. And the engines are good friends, so they'll know what they're up to. Bah! I can do whatever I want. When we come across someone who knows what they're doing, we'll get them too. And we'll get the Fat Controller. Mr. Jones will take care of that. Tell them what you're planning to do. Well, tomorrow morning, I'm going to take the Fat Controller to Miss Bella's Pizza Restaurant. It's part of a man vs. pizza contest. It's where you have to eat a whole pizza with two sides. Excellent. You ready, Pinchy? After 5 years of planning, we're all going to get rid of the Sodor engines at last. Alright, something tells me we should be feeling rather stupid right now. You can say that again, Bill. I'm going back to sleep and enjoy my dream. Well, you're no help, Ben. I just hope the other engines are prepared for this. The case of a missing engines. On the island of Sodor, it had been a long, busy spring. The sun had shone, the birds sang, and the days were getting warmer and longer. Thomas puffed happily along the track. He was very excited. The Fat Controller was organising a railway show on his railway for the very first time. There'll be a lot of special events, and a lot of visiting engines will be coming to the railway to take part. All the engines were very busy, and everyone was excited. The railway show was the most exciting time of the year for the railway. Thomas trundled into the station. Percy, Gordon and James were there. "Morning, Thomas. Isn't it exciting about the railway show?" tooted Percy. Thomas smiled at his best friend. "I know, Percy, and we're doing it in memory of the Reverend W. Ortley on this one," he puffed. A large picture of the Reverend Ortley was hung up on the station wall. "It's a shame that things didn't work out for the TV series after he died," puffed Percy. "I know, but at least we're running, but at least it's the right thing to do." "Well, I think the Reverend would be very proud of us, no matter what," said the Fat Controller. This made the two engines a little better. Then, the engines heard a familiar whistle. James and Gordon sighed. They all knew who it was. It was Spencer. The engines never liked Spencer. He was snooty and always showing off. "Hello, Sodor! What do you know? I'm here for the show too." "Why?" sighed Gordon. "The Duke and Duchess of Boxford have agreed with the Fat Controller to let me take part in the railway show, and I'll surely be better than any of you lot." Gordon and James sighed. They already knew it was going to be a long week with Spencer staying for the next couple of days. Percy was curious. Sir, what events will we be doing for the show?" he asked. "Well, first, the brass band will play, and Henry will take me into the station to let me open the show. Then Gordon, James, Henry, and Flying Scotsman and the other famous entrants will take part in the race. Then Thomas, Toby and Mavis will take them, the visitors, to Titmushets to meet the other entrants. James will be in a cleaning activity with the children. Percy, you'll do a breakdown train display with John the Crane. And lastly, we're going to perform a train parade at the end of the show. Whoever does well in the next few days will lead the parade." Spencer sniffed snootily. "There's no way you two tank engines could lead the show. It's a big engine's job, and it's a big job. Now if you excuse me, I've got to practice for the race. No time to talk, I've got to be ready for victory." And Spencer steamed smugly away. "I'm glad he's gone now," puffed James, "and I hope Spencer won't be leading the show." "I'll be the one to lead the parade," boasted James, "because I'm the shiniest and the brightest engine on the island." "Rubbish! I'm the most important and the grandest engine on Sodor," puffed Gordon. Thomas wanted to feel important like the other big engines. "The Fat Controller might choose me," he said hopefully. "Well, one thing's for sure," puffed Gordon. "Percy won't be chosen because he's the smallest and he'll only get in the way." "Why does everyone always pick on me?" moaned Percy. "And I wish I wasn't doing a breakdown train display." "Don't listen to them, Percy," puffed Thomas. "A really useful engine could do well no matter what job you do." "Thanks, Thomas." "Why didn't you try singing? That will give you loads of attention, Percy. Look, la 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 la, la 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 la." Then the Fat Controller shouted in the distance, "James, stop that singing and get on with your work." "Sorry, sir." "Oh, why do I always get into trouble with him?" grumbled James. The other engines laughed and they set off to start work. Later, all the engines were at the docks. They were all very busy. There were lots of engines shunting trucks, waiting for them to be loaded, and taking their loads to their destination so they could be ready in time for the show. Further down the dockside, Thomas and Percy met Gorton again. The Fat Controller was there too. "Hello again, Gorton. What are you doing here?" asked Thomas. "I've came here to meet someone," explained Gorton. "Yes," added the Fat Controller, "you are all here to meet another guest coming to take part in the railway show, and this one is quite famous." Then suddenly, a huge green engine trundled into the yard. He was green, and he looked just like Gorton, although the tender looked a bit different to Gorton's. "This is my brother, the Flying Scotsman," declared Gorton. "Welcome back, bro." "Great to see him again, Gorton," added the Flying Scotsman. "Hello, I'm Thomas, and this is my best friend Percy." Hello," Percy puffed nervously. "Pleased to meet you two," puffed the Flying Scotsman. "He's here to take part in the railway show," explained the Fat Controller. Percy was still puzzled. "The last time you came here, Flying Scotsman, you had 2 tenders. Why is that?" "Ah, well, little Percy," explained Gorton, "the Fat Controller told me about this years ago. The Flying Scotsman used to live on the railway with long distances between coaling depots." "Oh, I see," puffed Percy. "The Fat Controller has asked me to show the Flying Scotsman around the island. All the passengers will clap and cheer for us as we go through the stations." "But hang on, if you're doing that, then who's going to pull the express?" asked Percy. "Oh, it's okay, Percy. The Fat Controller discussed it with Gorton and Henry last night, so Henry's going to pull it instead, while Gorton does that job." "And there's a job for you two as well," said the Fat Controller. "Thomas and Percy, some special coal for the visiting engines has arrived. I need you two to take them from Brendam Docks and take them to Knapford Station to be stored for the engines ready for the show. Donald and Douglas were supposed to do it, but they had an accident at the yard." "Yes, sir," Thomas puffed proudly. "We will make sure we will do a good job," added Percy. "Good," said the Fat Controller. "Now, if anyone needs me, I'll be at Miss Bella's Pizza Restaurant. I'm entering a Man vs. Pizza Meal Challenge. It's where I have to eat a whole big pizza with cheesy bites crust, with 2 sides, a pound of potato wedges, and 2 large pieces of cheesy garlic bread. The whole challenge is hosted by Adam Richmond, the Man vs. Food Abroad, and they all must be eaten by under 35 minutes. And whoever gets the fastest time, or eat them all, is the winner." "Yahoo! I'm gonna beat you, Terry Jones. You better bring your buffalo wings and your ghost chili sauce when I put them on your wings and put them in your mouth so you can feel the fire of victory." "And away I go." But the Fat Controller didn't know that this was actually a trick to get him away from the railway so that the diesels can start kidnapping the steam engines. And the engines didn't know that either.